Okay, guys, 2011 BMW E90 adaptive headlights. I already did this on the other one, so I'm going to show you guys what happens and why they break, why they point at the ground, and why they don't adjust. So you're going to have this cover here. There's going to be some, I think it's T15s, T20s, and that cover right here comes out. A couple wires to disconnect, and you're going to see right there, this is supposed to be connected to the adjuster right there. That's your slop. Why it's pointing at the ground. The adjuster is no longer connected. There's little clips that go on there, and I'll show you guys in a minute. They break. So I'm gonna show you how to fix it. So first things first. Try to get you guys in there good. There's a metal clip on the bottom of that adjuster. Right there. And I'm going to take that off. I'll try to show you guys how to do it. All you got to do is get that in there. And it's okay if this goes flying, because we're going to get in there in a second. That guy pops right off. And then we're going to remove the rest of this. Which for us, we got to open back the other side. I'll show you guys in 1 second. All right, guys, I got an update for you. She's still a little warm, but I went ahead and got that on there. I did not melt that. That is how that is. The reflection looked terrible for a minute. Yeah, it looked like it's melted. It's not. I didn't get it. I was pretty careful. I got the mesh on there. I got the new additional plastic. When I plastic welded it, I had that one tab left. So I went ahead and got all the way around, especially the tab. In plastic welding, it's kind of like welding. You're trying to melt the two surfaces together. So I welded the tab to itself, and I welded that kind of up through there. And this still moves nice and freely. Still moves freely. And if you say this is not strong enough, I just put all my force into that, as much as I can with 2 fingers. I've grabbed it with my entire hand on the other one and pulled as hard as I could, and it did not come apart. So this is going to be good enough fix, and these headlights will not break again. They'll break in a different way, I bet you 5 miles down the road, but this will not break again. So I'm going to head and kind of get this in here, and I'm going to try to film some pointers on getting this back in. Now, it's kind of a pain in the ass because you have this attached now, so you kind of have to slide it in there first and pop that back into this, and then get that metal tab on. It's easy if you use like a long screwdriver like this. And then the stepper motor slash adjustment motor that goes on the back. Now, when you're slipping that in there, I will show you. So it's kind of like that. You can push on it. I've never had much luck pushing on them. So what you kind of want to do is when you get in there, and I'll show you in a minute too, is kind of like get the stepper motor in there at an angle and try to just slide it right in. I've never had good luck pushing them. You know, like that's super hard. So it's best to just kind of like get it in there, and you'll see you'll kind of have it like cocked, and it'll slide right in. And I'll try to film it in a minute. I just got it back in. I got that lined up. I kind of went in, popped that black piece back up, kind of in reverse. Now the adjustment on there, back there for that little black spiral screw knob, I guess you're going to call it. It's for the adjuster back here. It does not matter where on that point you are. Your headlight adjustment is going to be out anyways, but this, if you disconnect that, this thing will just turn all day long. There's no stopper, so you don't have to worry about any kind of alignment or nothing like that. Pop it out anyway, push back, forth, anyways, whatever. You just got to adjust afterwards. I got that bad boy in. And with this guy, so that's the first guy you want to get in. You kind of want to take a screwdriver, bend the fucking plastic over just a little bit. Pop that guy in. Second guy is going to be right there. You're going to get him. Bing, bang, boom. You're going to come in through the back. You got those 2 screws for the stepper adjustment motor. And you're going to want to get that kind of like at an angle. And this is still going to move at that point. You're going to have quite a bit of movement. Kind of get it into the, like that. And it's going to go right in. And you're going to slide it over and pull this back. She's solid. There is no movement. No movement. So now I'm going to get the rest of the pieces in. and we're going to get this resealed. By the way, this is a permaseal, I believe it's called. It sucks. It is not like butyl. However, you can reseal it with butyl, no problem. When you're taking it apart, your best method is to try to get, have this screwdriver, 1/8-inch screwdriver. When you get it in, kind of heat it up, kind of go at it, slice the outside with one of these Harbor Freight X-Acto knives, and kind of just get the whole thing, heat it up again, and then kind of work your way back there. Now, the best method I found is when you kind of get it back there, get this screwdriver so small underneath the lip of the headlight and just cruise right along and rip that whole seal out. You're going to bend this up a little bit. You're going to crack it. Now, I'll show you some places I got. Right there, I cracked that a little bit, but that could be plastic welded. I plastic welded that a little bit. I messed up this one pretty bad. That corner, like right there, this whole piece, corner broke off. But as you can see, I did an okay job. No mesh needed, no extra plastic needed. I just mended everything together. And then this section, all the way through, was cracked at the back pretty bad. I plastic welded it all back together. Plus, when you put the butyl in there, you're going to run a thin strip of the butyl tape rope and put the lens back on. Once you melt it, everything's going to be together anyways. This isn't going anywhere. And then I just kind of clean this seal up pretty good. I'm going to get the rest of these pieces in and get this seal back on. Get the old lens back on with the new butyl seal. And I'm going to update you guys maybe when they're in, and definitely down the road a little bit, because I definitely want to see how long these last. I just did the other one, like 5 miles, and I think these are going to last a long time. Now, this is pretty labor intensive, but you're going to save yourself $1,000 on adaptive headlights. You can buy the aftermarket ones, but honestly, they're junk. I had a pair of aftermarket headlights. They're from Spec D Tuning. Spec D's all right. Like, I hate to throw shade on them. They kind of fucked me over a bit. I bought them for a car. They're pretty expensive. They're supposed to be pretty good. I put them in the car. Everything was fine. Like, they look sick. I went ahead and closed the hood, and the ring that went around here popped off. It was a chrome ring. It was just like sliding around in the headlight. So I contacted them, and literally they didn't do anything. They're like, oh, yeah, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. And then I sold the car. Like, they never got back to me. I kept, like, emailing them. So, honestly, the OE BMW ones, I mean, what is it now? 14, almost 15 years old. And they're still doing a great job. They're amazing. The car loves them. So, and a lot of time with the aftermarket headlights, they change the headlight bulbs that you have. Sometimes they put in, like, the ones that I had, they put in different kind of bulbs, and they sucked. Like, you could not really see. Like, the original hazy ones with halogen bulbs were better. So I don't really understand that. And a lot of time on the newer ones, they're obviously built with less quality, but the lens itself, they're not that good. They're cheap. They'll crack. They'll yellow immediately. Now, these ones I'm having some problems with, they're 15 years old. That's micro cracking. No, that's from the factory, that line. But, I mean, like, that's pretty bad. You know, chips, rock chips, whatever. You know, you can see right there, that's pretty messed up. However, I have the Meguiar's Plastic X. I'm going to try to make a video on that, too, after I do that. It's literally just a headlight polish. You're supposed to put it over, and it's supposed to be this shit. So I'm going to get this wrapped up, and I'm going to make an update video. I pulled both of them back out to polish them before I put them back in to make it easy. So I got to tape off the bumper and stuff already because I had it off. So figured might as well be easier. And I'll update you guys, and we'll go from there. I hope this picks up on camera. How you can see, that is not dust. This is not coming off. It's like micro cracking, dry rot. Testing out this Meguiar's Plastics. I paid about $7 for it. It was on Amazon and Walmart, and local auto parts store had it. I got it for $7.64 or something like that. I have I think this is a wool applicator pad. No, I'm sorry, fleece, 7-inch fleece polisher bonnets, and the Harbor Freight Warrior polisher / sander. I literally just hit this. Like, on camera, you can kind of see You can still see all the rock chips and stuff and the micro cracking. And up here you can see it's still pretty burnt in. But take a look at the difference. So much more clear. Oh my God, the lights are gonna be so much better.